One day, an atheist was walking through the woods. He was admiring the flowers and the trees and how everything came here by chance. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he noticed a bear following in his footsteps. He cried out, "God, help me!" Immediately, time stood still. A voice came from heaven, and God said, "You have denied me your entire life, and now you want my help?" The atheist thought about it for a moment and said, "Yeah, it would be hypocritical if I only called upon you now. But I wonder, could you make the bear a Christian?" Time went back to normal. The bear knelt down on both knees, looking to heaven, said, "Dear God, for this meal that I'm about to receive, make me truly thankful." This is The Christian Bear with Dr. Ben Hilskamp. Welcome to episode 6 of The Christian Bear. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Hilskamp. Violence is an epidemic in the United States, and the police often bear a significant part in that violence. According to data from the Mapping Police Violence Project, 1,145 people were killed by the police in 2021. There were only 15 days in 2021 when no one was killed by the police. Only 15 days. Of the 1,145 people killed by police in 2021, 266 of those people were black. On this episode of The Christian Bear, we are going to pause from commentary and remember some of these people. The names here represent the black people killed by police during the first quarter of 2021. Isaac Matheny. He was 37. Say his name. Carl Dorsey III. He was 39. Say his name. LaGranian Smith. He was 27. Say his name. Trikendian Traquan White. He was 20. Say his name. Vincent Belmonte. He was 18. Say his name. Robert Little Rob Howard. He was 30. Say his name. Kawamina Okron. He was 24. Say his name. Jason Nightingale. He was 32. Say his name. Matthew Oxendine. He was 46. Say his name. Paul Borden. He was 37. Say his name. Patrick Warren Sr. He was 52. Say his name. Reginald Johnson. He was 48. Say his name. Kershawn Geiger. He was 24. Say his name. Zontarius Johnson. He was 24. Say his name. Christopher Harris. He was 27. Say his name. Isu Malik Cater Jr. He was 21. Say his name. Tyree Kajan Rogers. He was 38. Say his name. Stephen Emmett Crosby. Say his name. Randy Miller. He was 55. Say his name. Roger D. Hipskine. He was 37. Say his name. Carl Walker. He was 29. Say his name. Marvin Payton Jr. He was 27. Say his name. Genoa Donald. He was 37. Say his name. Trey Webster. He was 18. Say his name. Dante Green. He was 34. Say his name. A black man was killed by police on February the 5th, 2021, in Martinsville, Virginia. Still, more than a year and a half later, his name is being withheld by police. Say his name and let it be known. Christopher Higgins. He was 36. Say his name. Andrew Hogan. He was 25. Say his name. Dustin DeMorian Powell. He was 34. Say his name. Gregory Taylor. He was 45. Say his name. Cortez Lee Bogan. He was 27. Say his name. Jordan Walton. He was 21. Say his name. Brandon Wimberly. He was 36. Say his name. Devarian Kinnard. He was 29. Say his name. Deary Jonte Gray. He was 28. Say his name. Arnell States. He was 39. Say his name. Daniel Newton Neal. He was 37. Say his name. Alante DeMar Murphy. He was 22. Say his name. Benjamin Tyson. He was 35. Say his name. Donald Francis Harrison. He was 44. Say his name. Rudy Duvier. He was 32. Say his name. Chandra Moore. He was 55. Say his name. Dwight Brown. He was 41. Say his name. Broderick Woods. He was 33. Say his name. Andrew Teague. He was 43. Say his name. Owen Gale. He was 35. Say his name. Jelani Black. He was 19. Say his name. Tayshawn Jones. He was 29. Say his name. Tyrell Wilson. He was 32. Say his name. Nika Nicole Holbert. She was 31. Say her name. Charles Ray Phillips. He was 51. Say his name. Christopher Ruffin. He was 28. Say his name. Caleb Smith. He was 22. Say his name. Matthew James Herlock. He was 35. Say his name. Daryl Leonard Jordan. He was 50. Say his name. Xavian Moore Myers. He was 31. Say his name. Kevin L. Duncan. He was 38. Say his name. Frankie Jennings. He was 32. Say his name. Aaron Pierre Thomas. Say his name. Malcolm D. Johnson. He was 31. Say his name. Donovan W. Lynch. He was 25. Say his name. Matthew Blaylock. He was 38. Say his name. Michael Leon Hughes. He was 37. Say his name. Willie Roy Allen. He was 57. Say his name. Trayvon Chadwell. He was 18. Say his name. No one deserves to die. Let us commend these people to our loving and merciful God. May they rest in peace and rise in power. Amen. This has been The Christian Bear with Dr. Ben Hilsky.